Hello everyone, good morning and welcome to Talking Reds, where we've been the latest Liverpool news, transfer news and much more. What a day this is going to be, Reds. What a weekend it has been so far. Liverpool beat Arsenal yesterday in not what wasn't a convincing win, but who cares? I don't care, you don't care. We got the 3 points, that's all that matters. Anyway, 1 second, let's shut this curtain so I can see a bit more light there, guys. So yeah, Arsenal game overdone with, 3 points on the board. Now we go on to transfer deadline day. This is the day that we've all been waiting for. Alexander Isak is on his way to Liverpool. Medical booked this morning. Deal agreed last night. 125, 130 million. There's been different reports on this fee. Is it 125? Is it 130? I think Paul Joyce said 130. I think Ben Jacobs said 125. Different reports coming out, but who cares? I don't care what it is. Alexander Isak is on his way to Liverpool. That's all that matters. Get your comments in this morning. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done already. Could Marc Guehi be joining Alexander Isak on his way to Liverpool as well? Palace are, according to Fabrizio Romano, again, he got in from Brighton on loan. That is the latest on that. So is that a replacement for Marc Guehi? Potentially. There's been upset in the Crystal Palace camp. Is Parish wanting to get rid of Marc Guehi? Will Glasner allow it to happen? Because Glasner, at the end of the day, he don't want to lose his captain, doesn't want to lose his star player, star defender, who's got an absolute worldie, by the way, yesterday. But Parish has already said, look, I don't want him to let go for free next season. Will he go for free this summer? Or will he sign a new contract? He's not going to sign a new contract, let's be honest. So Parish don't want to lose out on that money. He don't want to let him go for free next summer. Could it come back in January? I don't know. But one thing I will say, though, regarding Marc Guehi, I said he's more important than Alexander Isak in terms of depth, in terms of giving Konate competition as well. But I'm so happy Ibrahim Konate stepped up yesterday. He absolutely needed to do it, and he absolutely did. And fair play to Konate for doing that yesterday. I'm just going to get through the chat. I am on my phone, so I can't really keep up with the chat as much as I would do on my laptop. Like and subscribe in your way and vote to fight 1.5k, said DB. Hope you're well this morning. Hope you're well. Morning, Jen, and morning, Prakash. Hope you are well this morning. And DB, hope you're well this morning as well. It's transfer deadline day. Like I said, we've got a transfer deadline special at 6 o'clock today, which Ryan is going to be doing. But yeah, I thought I'd come on this morning and speak. Have a little talk about what's gone on in the last couple of days. It's been a madness, hasn't it? It's been an absolute madness. Absolute madness. And I'm so excited to finally see Alexander Isak into that door. But Newcastle fans said he want for sale. A lot of Newcastle journalists said he's want for sale. He's not for sale. You can have him for 150 million, and that's it. It wasn't for sale, but then it was for sale, but then it was 150 million. But now it looks like we're going to get him for 125, 130 million, as we've all been saying on Talking Reds. I said last week midweek, I said 130 million, I think we'll do it. And that is exactly what is seen to be happening right now. 130 million, between 125 and 130 million seems to be the price that we're getting Alexander Isak through the door. And I've seen a lot of moonwalking, specifically from one journalist about this situation. A lot of moonwalking, backtracking like quick. This deal was always there to happen. Always there to happen. Alexander Isak. It was always there. 150 million. Yeah, you can stick whatever you want, whatever price you want on that player. It doesn't mean that that's the price that's going to happen in the end. I said this. 110 million was the first bid for Liverpool. Rejected. Fair enough. It's never going to get accepted. Let's be honest. We're 40 million off the mark. But that's where negotiations start. 110 million, 150 million. Okay, let's meet in the middle. And that's exactly what's happened. Liverpool and Newcastle finally meet in the middle. And I'm sure Liverpool fans across the world, I'm sure Newcastle fans across Newcastle and everyone else regarding this saga, I think they're all happy it's finally coming to a conclusion. One that I said was going to happen this way. It's going to happen this way. The best conclusion for everyone is Liverpool to get their man, and Newcastle today go get their players in, because Walter Maida came in the other day, and now according to Fabrizio Romano, Johan Visser is a here we go to Newcastle. So Visser in the door for Newcastle, Walter Maida in for the door for Newcastle, Isak in the door for Liverpool. Job done. That's all that needed to happen. And yes, it has taken a long time, and luckily for Liverpool, Ekatiké's hit the ground running, which has been fantastic. So we haven't missed Isak as much as we could have missed Isak. It could have gone left. If Ekatike didn't hit the ground running, we could have been like, well, why don't we bring Isak in a little bit earlier? But because because Isak has Ekitike has started playing well and fantastic yesterday again for me in terms of link-up play. I think we haven't missed that Isak as much. And again, Isak, if it takes a while to come in, he's going to take maybe 1 or 2 games because he's 1-2 games behind. He hasn't had any match fitness, hasn't had any games. Then fair enough, Ekitike is still there and is still doing bits. I read Guehi's statement yesterday was very interesting. It was very interesting. I mean, with the Guehi situation, Prakash, it's very. I understand Glasner, and I'm just wondering why Liverpool kept it this late in terms of that. Because at the end of the day, Palace need a replacement in for him. They need a replacement in for him, and if it's Julio from Brighton, then fair enough. That is a loan option right now for Palace. That is according to Romano that it's going to be a loan option for Julio from Brighton. Is that the Marc Guehi replacement? It's a bit of a strange one if it's a loan, because in the end you're going to need to replace Guehi properly in the end, Crystal Palace. But if that's what they have to do right now and they have to let Guehi go, then that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. It's got an absolute worldie yesterday, Guehi. Absolute worldie, and played against sensational away from home. Another clean sheet for Crystal Palace. And like I said, it's a hard situation for Glasner. He doesn't want to lose his captain, doesn't want to lose his star player, didn't want to do that anyway. But then Parish is looking at it like a business point of view and a club point of view, which is understandable as well, because at the end of the day, next year he can go for free. And just like us with Trent, did we want him to go for free? No, we wanted a fee for him. Really, we should have either got a fee for him or he signs a new contract. No, I don't like players going for free. I don't like it. And what's me to say that Palace should do the same thing? Palace either have to sign him a new contract or they have to let him go this summer for a fee. That's what's going to happen. Jen says, "What's happening with Guehi right now?" It's all on Palace, I think. There was a little bit of a mix-up in terms of how much it's going to be with Palace. I think there were like £30 million plus 10% in add-ons, something like that. 10% in sale was Liverpool offered, or 35 million, and then Palace wanted 30 million and plus 5 million add-ons, or 35 million plus 5 million add-ons. So it's a little bit of a difference in terms of fee. I think Liverpool should just pay up, to be honest. Whatever Palace are asking for right now, I think Liverpool should just pay up because it's an absolute must. Guehi's coming in. Definitely another centre-back. Guehi would be perfect. But again, it's up to Palace to sort this out. Parish, Glasner, they need to have words with each other. Is Parish going to replace Guehi for Glasner? Because at the end of the day, he's going into this season with a squad that's lost Eze. He lost Elise last year. He has got to keep his best players. And it just especially your captain. It's the captain of Crystal Palace we're talking about here. It's going to disrupt absolutely everything. It's a very, very tricky situation now. But guys, if there's any updates right now, because I am on my phone, so I can't go back and check what is going on right now in Twitter. So if we are live and any updates, let me know in the chat. It'd be nice to know. If there's anything I'm saying here that isn't right, let me know in the chat as well. But yeah, Alexander Isak, 125, 130 million pounds agreed deal last night, according to Paul Joyce, according to Luke Edwards, were the first one to break it, of all the people to the first one to break it. But he's, like I said, backtracking, moonwalking into what has been said. I think reports come right. I said it this morning. Look, people get reports wrong. People get reports wrong. At the end of the day, you've got to trust your source that you've been trusting all your life, or all your reporting career. And if that source has been correct most of the time, then you're going to continue to trust it. The thing is with Luke Edwards, he got very, very, very insulting with other people. And that's where I draw the line. That's where I draw the line. And yeah, it happens. It happens. Like I said, people get things wrong. It happens. Joe Gomez has verbally agreed to move to AC Milan, but depending on Liverpool getting Marc Guehi, he said Debbie. Wow. What's your thoughts on that, by the way? What are your thoughts on Guehi coming in, Gomez going out? For me personally, I don't understand it. I don't understand that. Because the reason why I bring Guehi in is because of simple depth. Why would he get rid of more depth? And remember with Joe Gomez, he can cover the whole back line. He can cover right back, centre back, and left back. If we're going to go down to it this season, we're going to have 4 centre backs. We're going to have Leone, Van Dijk on one side. We're going to have Konate and Guehi on the other side. Konate, we know about the injuries. Gomez, I've always said, look, I don't classify him as an option. but it's nice to have him there because at the end of the day, 5 centre backs is perfect. Joe Gomez can cover across there's 2 centre backs, and he also can cover the wide areas as well. Joe Gomez being here is fantastic, and I think it should be alongside Guehi, alongside Konate, not leave because get Guehi and then let Joe Gomez go. I don't agree with that personally. But I mean, that's just the way the club's running right now. It's just 1 in, 1 out, isn't it? It's I don't know. It's a bit odd. Joe Gomez not being at Liverpool. If Joe Gomez does leave, it'd be really odd not to see Joe Gomez at Liverpool. To be honest, but we did say about the other day, 150 appearances he's played in the Premier League as Joe Gomez. 150 appearances in 10 years. That simply is not enough, is it really? 10 years of football, 150 appearances. Bearing in mind, Joel Matip's on 150 appearances as well. And Joel Matip was injury prone as well. Got to remember that as well. He missed quite a lot in injury. So he was 150 appearances, and Joe Gomez has played 150. About 151 now, because yesterday. Do apologise. He came on, didn't he, yesterday? So Prakash says Joe Gomez needs to stay, period. I think he absolutely should. It's annoying, isn't it? It's annoying. You think, oh yes, bring Guehi in, fantastic. We've got 5 defenders, brilliant, 5 centre backs. Joe Gomez is like a real backup for everyone in there, and then Joe Gomez could be on the way out to AC Milan. But it's a good move for him. If it is AC Milan, it's a good move for him. I wish him well. But it is annoying. I've got to admit, it is annoying. But yeah, the deal that didn't. 1 second, said Jen. Joe will see. Joe will stay. I cannot see the club selling or loaning him. We just don't know about Konate. Exactly. But that's another thing, isn't it? Konate is yet to agree on a contract. And next year, we're going to be if Konate does leave for free, we're down to 3 centre backs. And Van Dijk into his last year. So it's a situation I don't really want to be. I'd rather keep Joe Gomez personally alongside Guehi, alongside Konate, alongside Van Dijk and Leone. But if I let him go for Guehi, if it's, would you say to me, would you rather keep Joe Gomez or get Guehi? If it was an ultimatum I had to make here, it would be Guehi every day of the week. Every day of the week. But I'm sick of these ultimatums. Why can't we have both? That makes no sense to me. But yeah, guys, I think £445 million we could be spending this summer. Wow. And half of those we've got back through sales. I think if it all does happen, Isak comes through the door, Guehi comes through the door, 445 million spent by Liverpool is a lot of money in it. It really is. It's finally we add this. What was the word that we kept using every single summer? Treasure chest. We've got that big treasure chest. We've finally found it, and we've finally spent how we should be spending this summer. So we get through. We need a centre back, said Mr. Bud. It could be Guehi, Mr. Bud. Absolutely, we will get Guehi and keep Joe for sure. Said Jen. It wouldn't surprise me though, Jen, if Guehi was to be brought in and Joe Gomez was to be let go. It wouldn't surprise me at all, if I'm honest. But it is what it is. I'd rather Guehi personally. But like I said, I'd rather have both of them. That's my preference on that situation. But yeah, guys, Newcastle fans, welcome in. Liverpool fans, welcome in. Make sure you do hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done already. For all your latest Liverpool news, all your latest Liverpool content, everything you can do. I do apologise for the lack of content over the weekend. I can't do it at the moment, but we're back this week. Watch alongs back this week. Previews, match reactions, everything back this week. So don't you worry about that. So get through this. Jen said, I cannot wait for the Isak interview. Can you imagine the feel after that? I thought he will be absolutely relieved after all that. He'll be absolutely relieved. Wait till you hear about the fee coming out and telling sources and apologise for Gomez. 15 million euros. Is that what it is, DB? 15 million euros. I don't even know what price tag to put on Joe Gomez because really, if you think about it, he's a £40 million player. But the issue is he's never fit. So you can't ask for £40 million for Joe Gomez. You can't. It could even be more than 40 million. It could be 50 million in these day and age. But we can't ask for 50 million pound on Joe Gomez. We can't do it. He's unavailable most of the time. So 18 million. I'd say it's about 20 million. So 18 million is okay for me. I'll be honest. 18 million is okay for me. I think 20 million would have been perfect, but like I said, it's on 2 million less. So we got Bomber after Bomber said yesterday, said Prakash, fancy football in real life. It absolutely is. Remember, it's not FIFA. It's not FIFA. We got told the reason why we didn't buy over the last few years is because it's not FIFA. Remember, we got told that. We've always been able to do this. We've always been able to spend like this. We've just chosen not to do this. We've chosen to go into seasons short. And this season, finally, it seems like we're not going into the season short. And this is all we ask for as fans. Give Arne Slot, it should have been Jurgen Klopp before, give Arne Slot the best chance of winning the league. Not leaving us short is doing that. Bring a striker, bring a centre-back. We are not short now for the season. I still think we need a DM, but I can accept that. Because we've addressed the striking option, because we've addressed so many situations, centre-back, we've got 2 centre-backs in, because we've addressed the right-back, left-back, we've addressed other situations as best we can, I don't mind I don't mind leaving that DM. I think it can be a problem at some point in the season, but I don't mind leaving it for a season because we've addressed the other situations. But when we're short in windows, 2-3 positions short every single summer, then at the end of the day, the criticism towards the board, the criticism toward the transfer policy is absolutely valid. It absolutely is, especially when we have the money to do it. Especially when we rake in money like no one's business. We're one of the richest clubs in the world. Not only that, we make money off everything. Absolutely off everything. We did let Jurgen Klopp down. I'll be absolutely honest. We let Jurgen Klopp down, and now, finally, this is what we're seeing now. Arne Slot go win us another title. That's what we're seeing. It's nice to see. It really is nice to see. Joe Gomez off the table said, Jen, I agree with that. I wouldn't tell Joe Gomez personally. Sancho is going, I think, to Villa. I saw this morning as well. Anthony, is that Anthony to Galatasaray? I know it broke down, didn't it, with Anthony and was it Betis the other day? That broke down. Morning, everyone said forever LFC. I told you all months ago, Isak, our top target with LFC for £130 million. Marc Guehi will also today for 35 million plus 5. Edwards and Hughes have done outstanding work. Absolutely. Eric Ten Hag sacked after 2 games. Has he been sacked? Can someone confirm that? I know Emmy's a Man United fan and he's probably wanting that to happen. But has he actually been sacked? Can someone let me know? David Jurgen would not have bought the players like Arne. This was the issue when he came at the club. I think Jurgen, yes, he had his loyalties. He absolutely had his loyalties. But I can guarantee those loyalties wouldn't be as much if they backed him a little bit more. Because you're looking around at his bench and there was nothing there for him. Absolutely nothing there. It working miracles was Jurgen Klopp. Absolute miracles. And no manager says, I don't want a good transfer budget this summer. There's absolutely no chance. Absolutely no chance. But yeah, Jurgen Klopp getting all the blame is absolutely ridiculous for me. Absolutely ridiculous. Because we knew the policy. The policy came out every year. Jurgen Klopp actually admitted to spend sell to buy as well. He actually admitted that. He admitted that we sold, if on for Coutinho sale, we wouldn't have got Van Dijk and Alisson. But we shouldn't need a Coutinho sale. We should have gone and got Van Dijk and Alisson anyway. Oh, 1 second, there's a wasp. Right, okay, it's gone. That'd been fun, wouldn't it, for the next 15 minutes? Fabrizio conferred it 15 minutes ago. Wow. Eric Ten Hag sacked. What on earth? Are you ready for everyone to say you've bought the title this year? Mate, after last year, we spent £10 million and we bought in, 40-50 million pounds? I don't give a fuck if we bought the title. We haven't bought the title. We're just spending what we've actually... It's not like... The thing is with me, Emmy, with like clubs like Man United and Liverpool, even Arsenal, they make the money. So they have every right to spend it. Things like, other clubs that are doing loopholes and getting sponsorships weird ways or whatever, and they're using that money and they get money from nowhere, or a big rich owner from nowhere, and they start spending for crazy. That's where it's like, I think you buy the league. Chelsea were the first ones to do that under Abramovich. The first ones to do that. I'm personally happy FSG are back in view for exchange. You're happy for us, Man United fan happy for us, okay. Sacked 2 games, said Prakash. That is crazy. But yeah, FSG, right? FSG for years have been very, very careful of what we do spend. We have been sell to buy. But it's not even about sell to buy. We're not asking for £120 million players every single summer. What we're asking for is ensure the manager has enough and we're not left short. That's all it is. And we had net spend of like £50 million or £60 million net spend. We could have spent another £100 million potentially on 2 players or even 3 players, £100 million as a whole on 2 or 3 players, and we wouldn't have been short in those seasons. And I think we'd have got over the line. And people saying we can't afford that, we can't afford that. It's absolute bollocks. We can't afford that. You're lying out your ass if you think we couldn't afford that. 100% sacks. Bayern officially tweeted about 15 minutes ago. Bayer Leverkusen have parted ways and training will be taken over by assistant coaches. That's a madness. That is a breaking news. Erik ten Hag sacked by Bayer Leverkusen after 2 matches. I know they were 3-1 up, weren't they, at the weekend against Werder Bremen, who had 10 men, and they conceded the last minute to draw 3-3, didn't they? That's an absolute madness. Absolute madness. But yeah, Liverpool fans, welcome in. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't done on the video, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you want the breaking news, this is the place for you. So Alexander Isak last night, according to Paul Joyce, according to many sources last night, Liverpool and Newcastle have agreed a deal for the fee. Mixed source on this, mixed reports on this. What fee is 125 million on one, 130 million on a couple of reports as well. That is a done deal. Isak is right now in Liverpool for his medical. He's going to become a Liverpool player today. And regarding Marc Guehi as well, Crystal Palace are bringing in Igor from Brighton on loan, according to Romano. So is that the Guehi replacement? Who knows? The thing is with Guehi is it's Parish and Glasner not agreeing on what's going on here. Glasner wants to keep his player. Parish wants the money. Parish don't want to let him go for free next summer. They'll have to sort that out today. At some point, I think we'll see a big turning point between Palace and Guehi today. Right now, if you're asking me right now, is Guehi going to be a Liverpool player? Yeah. I'm going to say yes right now because I think Palace do bring in their replacements for him. I do believe that. I think it's going to be like Newcastle and Isak, because Newcastle now have brought Wissa in. Wissa's a here we go this morning. Walter Maida came in the other day, so that's 2 incredible replacements for Wilson and Isak for me. I think it's a very, very good business for Newcastle. Now, Wissa got his way in the end. Isak got his way in the end. And I cannot wait to see Alexander Isak become a Liverpool player and wear that red shirt finally. He's going to have the biggest sigh of relief after what's gone on. And like I said before, that interview, like Jen said earlier, that interview, or was it DB that said earlier, that interview, the truth's going to come out about that. The truth will come out about Isak. Will Isak hear what Isak has to say with that at some point? It might not be now. It might not be even when he joins Liverpool, because he might have some respect. He might still have some respect towards Newcastle. But if it is, it'd be nice to hear the truth, what's happened here. We need to know the truth about that. And I think more than most, I think Newcastle fans deserve to know the truth, because has their club been lying to them and they've made Isak be the bad guy? That's the question. And I've always said the same. Look, I think Isak could have gone about it differently, may have not gone AWOL. But then again, you've got to understand the frustrations of Isak as well. It's exactly the same way I was with Trent. I understood why Trent wanted to go, new challenge and things like that, and it didn't look like we're going to back managers, but we have done this season. But if Trent wants a new challenge, fair enough. It's just the way you go about it. That's the issue with me. But yeah, Alexander Isak going to become a Liverpool player today. Marc Guehi hopefully could become a Liverpool player today as well. And we are going to cover it all on Talking Red. 6 o'clock tonight. So we've got 7 o'clock is when the transfer deadline is to this evening. 6 o'clock, Ryan will be live on Talking Red. So make sure you do tune into this at 6 o'clock tonight, 6 till 7. Transfer deadline day special. Ryan will bring you it. I'm sure. I'm hoping some more guests come on to join Ryan on that. But make sure you join us at 6 o'clock tonight for that special, and get involved in the chat. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done already. Have a great day, guys. Oh yeah, and Set Piece FC got beat by Set Piece FC. Happens, doesn't it? Hey, enjoy your day, Raids. I'm sure you absolutely will enjoy your day no matter what, because we won yesterday. So whatever happens today is just a bonus, isn't it? So thank you for watching, guys. Make sure you do catch us later. Have a great